The human brain hates hard work. The human brain is designed to protect us from anything that's complex, anything that's not easy. That's why it's easy to doom scroll. It's easy to skip workouts. It's easy to do stuff that lead you to vices. It's harder to sit down and focus and do the work that leads you to your goal. That's why you need to hijack your brain. You need to hack your way into success. You need to fool your brain, because your brain is trying to protect you from anything that's not easy, anything that's not dopamine driven. The first thing you need to do is to make sure you clearly define your goals. Most of us know what we do not like out of life. If I ask you right now, what in life are you trying to avoid? You'd probably tell me, I'm trying to not be broke. I'm trying to not get rejected by the person I like. I'm trying to not be ugly. You know exactly what you do not like in detail. And that's why bad stuff happens to us, because we feed the negative emotions. We feed negative emotions energy. We feed those bad thoughts energy instead of ignoring it. Now, if I asked you, what do you like out of life? You'd probably stutter, because you can't give me in details what you like out of life, what you want out of life. Okay, do this exercise. Imagine yourself 10 years from now in your dream house. Imagine yourself waking up, like in details, like every single details. Imagine yourself waking up. What does your room look like? What's the layout of the room? What does the room smell like? Imagine going downstairs and seeing your wife, seeing your kids, seeing the kitchen. What does the kitchen counter look like? What what does your wife look like? What does her smile look like? What does the kitchen smell like? Imagine going outside, seeing the garage and seeing how many cars you have. What cars do you have? What color is the car? What model is the car? That's how you're meant to clearly define your goals. Whenever somebody asks you, or you can ask yourself, what do I want out of life? Be able to clearly define it in every single details. And for the negative part, ignore any negativity. Don't even think about what you do not want out of life. Don't bother feeding it energy, because the more you feed it energy, the more it's likely to become reality, the more you're likely to see it. Anything you feed energy, you're more likely to see it. So what you're meant to be feeding energy is thinking about what you want out of life. Whenever you're having free time, do not use your free time to doom scroll. Use your free time to think about what you want out of life. Use your free time to craft your goal, to craft every single detail. That's the first step. Clearly define your goal. The second step is to treat the process of your goal as an escape. So basically, my goals, right? I love reading. Right now, I love reading, but I never loved reading. I hated reading. And I know reading is something that leads me closer to my goals, because my goal is within the health space, because I need to educate myself in order to know stuff, to teach stuff, and to teach my clients. In order for me to start reading, I had to hack my brain to love reading. What I did was I treated reading like a vice. What most of us use as an escape are vices, like gooning, watching movies. I used to watch a lot of movies. I spent a lot of hours a day watching movies. When I tried distracting myself from the life around me, gooning, watching movies, doom scrolling, we use vices as an escape. So what I had to do was I had to replace the vices with reading books. So let's say I'm working and I'm tired. Instead of doom scrolling, instead of watching movies, I pick up a book and read. So the process of reaching your goals, you know what you need to do every single day to reach your goals. So take take that thing and replace with your vices. That's what I mean by using using the process of getting to your goal as an escape. Replace your vices with something positive. Replace gooning when you're tired with reading. Replace watching movies with watching YouTube, like positive YouTube videos that lead you closer to your goals. Replace doom scrolling with maybe even calling that prospect, calling that client. Like there's a lot of things you can do to change the chemistry of your brain, change the neural pathway of your brain, so your brain associates the good stuff to vices. Because, like I said, the brain tries to protect us from anything that's hard. So you need to hack your brain to see the hard stuff as easy. And that's what I did. Right now, I love doing hard stuff. Right now, I love reading. But a few months ago, I hated reading. I saw reading as something, it was so boring. Imagine sitting down and reading a science book, or sitting down and reading self-improvement book. It's something boring. You can't forcefully force your brain to do hard stuff, because your brain is always trying to do the easy stuff. So you need to hack your brain. You need to fool your brain. The third thing to do is to simply manifest. I've spoken about manifestation a lot. You need to manifest. Manifestation is nothing spiritual. Manifestation is basically changing the neural pathway of your brain, changing the way your brain believes. Manifestation is programming your brain, making sure your brain believes whatever you want it to believe, so it can become your reality. For example, if you're trying to be confident, manifestation is reprogramming your brain and convincing your brain you're already confident, so your actions can follow. It works 100%. I've done it with almost every single thing. The first step to manifesting is, one mistake a lot of people do is, let's say you're trying to be confident. You say, I'm confident, I'm confident, I'm confident. No, that's not how it works. If you're trying to be confident, you need to switch up the words, right? Because the goal is to convince your brain, so your brain believes whatever you're telling it. So instead of saying, I'm confident, I'm confident, I'm confident, switch up the words. Say, I'm confident, then use another word for confidence. Use another word for confidence, so your brain doesn't become numb to the word confidence. Do you understand? So switch up the words. That's the first thing. The second thing is focus on one manifestation at a time. Don't say, I'm confident, I'm brave, um, I'm intelligent, I'm handsome. No, focus on one thing at a time, so your brain can actually ingest whatever you're telling it. So it's either you're focusing on confidence, or you're focusing on braveness, or you're focusing on another thing, but do not mix it up. The final thing to do when manifesting is to talk in the present and not in the future. Instead of saying, I'm going to be confident, or I'm going to be brave, or I'm going to feel good, because now you're talking in the future. You need to talk in the present. I'm already confident. I'm already brave. I'm already handsome. I'm already what I want to be. I'm already happy. The goal is to convince your brain. Remember, make sure your brain believes whatever you're telling it. So speak in the present. I'm already this. Because when you talk in future, it means what you're trying to be, you're not it. So your brain is acknowledging you're not confident, you're not brave, you're not happy. So at the moment, you're going to feel the negative emotions. And when you speak in future, you're likely never ever going to reach that goal, because you're saying, I'm going to, I will be happy, I will be this, I will be that. No, say, I'm already this, I'm already that. So your brain believes it, and you start acting accordingly. That's it. Peace. Hope you got something valuable out of this video. See you on the next one.